the sea level version of
Version 2.
of the. It's essentially it's like helpful to, and like some people like quibble about like why are you talking about thrust in tons? That's not technically a scientific thing. It's because you can do the math in your head really easily if you have a rocket in tons and thrust in tons.
Right, of course.
That's
of course.
why. And newtons you got to like divide by 10 all the time.
Right.
This is like annoying.
Yeah.
And then you only get kilograms. Now you got to like divide by 10,000 to get tons.
Right,
this is
right.
ridiculous.
Yeah, it is.
Okay,
it
so
is.
you're like, what? This is absurd.
Yeah.
Only a fool would use newtons, in my opinion, if they're designing a rocket. And like especially big rockets, because you just like have a bazillion newtons. So
Yeah.
but if you measure things in tons and you measure thrust in tons, now you know thrust to weight very easily.
Right.
So
Now, is that like the only imperial thing you measure then?
no, these are
Still
all
metric tons.
Metric tons.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay. I was getting nervous for a second. I was
Pressures in bar,
like, yep.
and because everybody kind of knows like what's 1 atmosphere.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
Pascals is another trash unit. I hate Pascals. So why is it so tiny? It's absurd.
Right. We should have a whole segment of units that Elon hates, and it's just
It's like units that make understanding things more harder instead of easier.
yeah.
But everyone understands like bar or an atmosphere essentially, and everyone understands like people can get their mind around a ton. Like you have an intuitive sense for a ton.
Yeah.
Okay, like your car is like 2 tons.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like
you
can't
have
pick
some
that up.
grasp. You have some context.
Yeah.
for
If you
it.
got hit by a ton, you'd know what that meant. If you got hit by a Pascal, it's like I don't know, a mouse part. It's like 1 Pascal.
Right.
So